It came from my mom, went to me, and then, I've passed on in a different form to my son, who has vitiligo.
Kim Kardashian, the spotlight of the Kardashian clan, has recently opened up in an emotional and heartfelt interview about her and Kanye's son having a rare skin disorder that makes her hide him from the world. With sadness streaming down her face, Kardashian shared the heartbreaking news about one of her sons' struggle with a rare skin disorder. Known for her composed and glamorous public persona, seeing Kardashian in such a vulnerable state has deeply resonated with fans worldwide and have been a punch to the one who follow the family beauty standards. In a recent episode of the SheMD podcast, Kim Kardashian opened up about her personal battle with psoriasis. Joined by Dr. Wallace, a leading expert on autoimmune disorders, and co-host Taze, the discussion provided a deep dive into Kardashian's journey with this challenging skin condition.
I'm the only child of my mom's who got it. She has psoriasis. I have psoriasis. So, I only started to get some relief when I met Dr. Wallace.
The hosts began by expressing their admiration for Kardashian's courage in discussing a topic that starkly contrasts her usual glamorous persona. Known as a beauty icon and a staple on magazine covers, Kardashian's willingness to share her struggles with psoriasis, that's a condition marked by red, scaly patches on the skin, was surprising, especially when the family has strict beauty standards. Kim shared that her psoriasis first appeared when she was 30 years old, vividly recalling the day of her nephew Mason's birthday party. Initially dismissing it as a rash from an itchy dress, her mother, Kris Jenner, immediately recognized it as psoriasis. Seeking a second opinion, Kardashian consulted a dermatologist who confirmed the diagnosis, explaining that the condition might have been triggered by a cold or stress. In psoriasis, the skin cells multiply too quickly, resulting in thick, scaly patches. Its psoriasis can be triggered by various factors, including stress and infections, and is often associated with other autoimmune disorders, and you can just imagine how Kim is surviving with that. Well, after her initial diagnosis, she received a cortisone shot that temporarily cleared her symptoms. However, the condition returned 5 years later and has persisted since. She discussed the emotional and physical toll of living with psoriasis, noting that it sometimes causes intense itching and bleeding.
I got a cortisone shot and it went away for a few years.
For a few years?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And he goes, just if this is your first time, come. You would know if this is accurate or not of what, but he said, of course, let me just come in, get a cortisone shot, it'll go away. And for a while, and it was dormant for a few years, and then it came back maybe 5 years later, and I've never gotten rid of it.
Kim has also touched on the genetic aspects of psoriasis while mentioning that her mother also has the condition and now she has passed it to her son in the form of vitiligo.
I've passed on in a different form to my son, who has vitiligo very mildly.
Oh, my sister had it.
Yeah. And we got it under control. And it was, I didn't know anything about it.
Her struggle with psoriasis has been longer, and she has always been in exhaustive search for relief, which included trying various home remedies, holistic approaches, and dietary changes like a celery juice cleanse. Kim has spoken challenges of finding effective treatments, emphasizing that what works for one person might not work for another. Psoriasis can manifest in various parts of the body, and for Kim, it has predominantly affected her right leg, stomach, and at times, her face. She describes how the condition can become particularly distressing when it covers large areas of her body, causing intense itching and redness. The itching can be so severe that it disrupts her daily life, making even simple tasks uncomfortable.
Leg, I've gotten rid of, and it's a white mark. So my pigment has completely lost on the one spot on my leg. And it's a pretty big spot, it's like that big. There will be times when it gets really bad and it covers my legs and my butt and my stomach.
And that's when it itches and that's when it's red?
No, it's only this one spot that will itch, and it'll really, really itch when it does. When I started to get a little bit desperate was when it started to cover my face, and there was a spot really close to my eye and it would just burn a little bit.
One particularly harrowing experience for Kardashian was when psoriasis began to spread to her face, including a spot dangerously close to her eye, and she had the Met Ball coming up. The anxiety and stress of having visible lesions on her face, especially before a high-profile event, added to the emotional toll of the condition.
And I remember I had the Met Ball coming up that week and it was covering my face. And
you can get eye involvement like conjunctivitis. And
Right. It can just,
it can be systemic. It can affect the organs. It can affect the heart.
Kim's quest for relief has led her to explore a wide range of treatments, from conventional medicine to holistic remedies. Initially, she received cortisone shots, which provided temporary relief but did not offer a long-term solution. Over the years, she has experimented with numerous topical treatments, diets, and lifestyle changes to manage her symptoms. Kim regularly uses steroid creams and ointments prescribed by her dermatologist, Dr. Lancer. These treatments help reduce inflammation and control flare-ups. These injections have been a go-to for Kim during severe flare-ups. While they provide temporary relief, the effects are not permanent, and the psoriasis often returns.
How often do you get the flare-up, the redness?
It was just constant. I would say like 2 full swoops all over my body from like head to toe have happened. But otherwise, I just have my few spots.
Just your spots.
And then I have like my leg one's always there, a little stomach one. And then if I get into like maybe a deeper, heavier breakout, it'll be elbows.
In her desperation for a cure, Kardashian has tried various holistic treatments, including drinking tar tea, special herbs, and a strict celery juice diet for 6 weeks. While some of these methods offered minor improvements, none provided a complete solution. Like many psoriasis patients, Kardashian has used UV light therapy. This treatment involves exposing the skin to ultraviolet light, which can slow the growth of affected skin cells.
Celery juice diet for 6 weeks. I tried every topical cream, every soap, from natural to unnatural to, it's
Beyond the physical discomfort, psoriasis has taken a significant emotional toll on Kardashian. The unpredictable nature of the disease and the visible symptoms can be distressing, especially given her high-profile career.
different hairstyle to cover up some things. But I really do believe so much in self-care. I do my red light saunas. I have a red light bed. I really take...
You have a red light bed? I want a red light bed.
I do. That was my birthday present from my mom and my sister.
The pressure of maintaining her public image while dealing with a chronic skin condition has been challenging.
How crazy is my psoriasis right now, guys? It's all up my leg. I don't know what's happening. But I gotta figure this out. This is crazy. I usually just have this spot, but now I can tell it's going down my...
Despite trying numerous treatments, she found only a few that provided relief. One particularly effective topical treatment was a mysterious cream mixed by her doctor referred to as T4. This cream, when applied and wrapped with saran wrap overnight, worked wonders. For her legs, she applied the cream, wrapped them in saran wrap, put on socks, and slept with it. For her elbows, she secured the saran wrap with a hair tie to prevent it from coming off. Although this made her feel like the Tin Man due to the crunchiness, it was effective.
Tried everything. The only thing topically that worked is a cream that I don't even know what it is. It's a Dr. Lancer mixes some magical form called a T4. And the best advice he ever gave me was taking the cream, putting saran wrap around it and sleeping with it with the saran wrap. So I would put it when it was on my legs. I'd put the cream on, saran wrap it, put socks on, go to bed, do my elbows because it would get on my elbows, put a hair tie around the saran wrap so it wouldn't come out. And I sounded like the Tin Man, super crunchy.
And go to bed.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Kim has explored various treatments including light therapy, calcium and vitamin D therapy, retinoids, and Kohler, a treatment used since the 1920s. She also tried red light therapy and laser treatments, but consistency was a challenge. Recently, her psoriasis flared up badly, prompting her to call her doctor. Despite her reluctance to use medication, she realized the necessity of proactive treatment. This led her to try a systemic treatment for the first time, which proved to be remarkably effective, clearing her skin completely.
Anything I've ever seen a difference with, I've done lasers that supposedly help. And I think if I maybe was a little more consistent with that could have worked. But then I think more recently it just started to get really bad and I called doctor. I don't like to be on medication, but sometimes you just have to like
kind of get in front of it in a way.
Yeah.
Psoriasis comes in different forms, such as plaque psoriasis, pustular psoriasis, guttate psoriasis, and erythrodermic psoriasis, each requiring different treatments. Topical treatments often involve steroids, which can be either fluorinated or non-fluorinated. Non-fluorinated steroids are available over the counter and generally manage the condition well. However, more severe cases may require fluorinated steroids, which can thin the skin, particularly on the face, necessitating cautious use. Kim was unaware of the potential skin thinning effects of strong fluorinated steroids, which helped her condition but posed risks. Other topical treatments that she has taken include vitamin D creams and various forms like ointments, creams, lotions, and emulsions. Ointments, though messy, are the most effective. When topical treatments fail, systemic therapy becomes necessary. Kim eventually needed systemic treatment, which was successful after just one shot, completely clearing her skin for the first time. In the past, Kim tried a pill form medication that was ineffective. However, a prednisone pack and another medication helped manage her psoriatic arthritis. She frequently experienced flare-ups with widespread redness, but has recently remained spot-free.
Yeah, I tried one medication in a pill form that just didn't work for me for just the psoriatic arthritis. But that was only just for a period of time. Once we controlled it with a prednisone pack and I think it was Otezla.
Otezla, yeah.
Then I didn't want to be on that long term. So as soon as my hands started to feel better,
How often do you get the joint pain?
I've only had it once.
Oh, and it went away.
Yeah.
Kim's struggle with psoriasis has deepened her understanding of skincare, partially inspiring her to develop her skincare line. The condition has been particularly stressful during high-profile events like the Met Gala, where she relied on concealer and home remedies. Despite these challenges, she continues to prioritize self-care, utilizing red light therapy and other methods to maintain her skin and overall health.
Some things, but I really do believe so much in self-care. You know, I do my red light saunas. I have a red light bed.
Her transparency about dealing with psoriasis, despite her high-profile life, is appreciated by many. Kim Kardashian has set high standards in the beauty industry, yet her battle with psoriasis has taken a significant emotional toll on her. As someone constantly in the public eye, maintaining her flawless image while managing a chronic skin condition has been challenging. Fans have admired her for showing her vulnerability to the world, where all just see how flawless she is. On a Reddit thread, one user shared, "I truly appreciate the vulnerability. She should embrace things like this more often. It makes her more likable, relatable, and human." Kim Kardashian's son has vitiligo, a skin condition he inherited from her. Vitiligo causes patches of skin to lose pigmentation, creating contrast with surrounding skin. Kim, who has openly shared her own battle with psoriasis, has approached her son's condition with the same proactive mindset. She emphasizes that while managing vitiligo presents its own challenges, she has been handling it well.
And we got it under control. And it was, I didn't know anything about it, but having to learn about it and figuring out where it came from, and that's hereditary, and just knowing how, just learning more and being able to share that with people.
Yeah. Her experience with chronic skin conditions has given her valuable insights, enabling her to provide effective support and care for her son. Well, it has not been made clear yet which of her sons has the skin disorder, but whoever has it can face a confidence drop. But does it really matter when you are the son of Kim and Ye? That was all for today. See you in the next video.